Broadband Infraco is a state-owned company. The mandate is to ensure that we avail affordable access to broadband. We are on the supply side of broadband, so we lay out fiber. We are a carrier of carriers, so we sell to other licensed operators and licensed exempt operators. So in the gist, we enable broadband by providing the telecommunications superhighway. We currently offer services. We started off with STM1s, which is like 155 megabits per second, but with IP in some areas, we've been able to go lower than that because your smaller ISPs want lower capacities. That's still very restricted, but we sell anything from an STM1 to an STM64, and so it's multiple gigs that we sell because we're selling to the people that are selling to end users. Yes, we actually power a few of the operators. We offer services to a mobile operator, to Neotel as our original customer. We also have international connectivity. As of the 1st of August, we signed the state IT agency, so we power their broadband network, the backhaul aspect of it. And then we also do have CELSI. Today is a critical day for us. We finished phase 1 and we are now completing phase 2 of our project with them. We do have Neotel, obviously. When we started, we had Neotel. They're no longer our major customer, but they still are a critical anchor customer. We have the Sunrun project through the Department of Science and Technology. So those are really our critical customers. But I think for us, there's also very strategic customers because part of our mandate is to provide regional connectivity. So we provide connectivity to MTC, which is the mobile operator in Namibia. We provide to Liquid for Mozambique. We provide connectivity to Vodacom Lesotho as an example. So I think it's been quite good. It's been a good 2 years for us as we ramping up ourselves and refurbishing our network, preparing ourselves to move forward. There's a huge demand for regional connectivity. I mean, the biggest demand for us is Zimbabwe. I mean, we already had 40 gigs connectivity with Zimbabwe. There's a request to upgrade that to 80 gigs. Already. So there's quite huge demand for landlocked countries because they need to send their traffic to the cable landing station for onward connectivity to international. So the minimum we have is about STM4 for your Lesotho and for your Swaziland, and then you move up to we only just completed Botswana connectivity now, and we were at an STM4, and now they've requested for an upgrade of that to an STM60. So there's huge demand because for their data connectivity as landlocked countries, they need to onward connectivity, and they have to do that through South Africa. We have at least over 150 points of presence, which is the access points that the mobile operator or any other operator would need to connect onto our network. We just have over 13,000 kilometers of fiber. That is our own fiber. We also do use fiber of other operators for us to complete our solution, in line with SA Connect to avoid duplication. So we do have, we've just upgraded the core of our network, as I indicated, to enable us to do SDH and move on to the IP space. So our transmission equipment, because what people need to understand is that we talk about the fiber, but the thing that we change is the transmission equipment at each end of the fiber for all of these upgrades. So I think we're quite current, and we've been able to do that self-funded within the company. I think what's critical is planning. For as long as everybody has their own network, we are going to have challenges where people are saying this municipality says this and that one says that. So we need to all work from one national plan if we have one national goal. Of course, all investors want a return on that. If there's proper allocation of who has to do what within that value chain, it will provide much more clarity. So I am hoping that the implementation of the broadband policy, if we get sight of the implementation plan, it would aid us to ensure that we play in the right spaces. In my personal view, I do believe that government must provide a national broadband network. Government must play in that space. I do believe that the service-based operators should remain service-based operators, and they should be able to upgrade your last mile access. If we heard the numbers that were being bandied around today at 9 billion for your radio access network and for the connectivity to the base stations, those costs, as was said earlier, are not about to go down, they are about to go up. So for any investor, they want their return in 5 years. So you do need both the public sector, government must play an active role in providing the backhaul connectivity through national broadband network, and the private sector has a critical role in playing that last mile, which is much more costly than when you are just doing the long distance and your metro kind of networks. So it does require that public-private partnership. But the other critical issue is the funding, that we overlook, and everybody says everyone has got big pockets. With the big pockets, you also need to ensure that you recover your costs. So cost recovery requires that you ramp up the demand, but you are also able to generate revenue, monetize the data. Currently, there's huge data growth, but it's not monetized. So let's wait and see what Cell C has to bring us on Sunday. Maybe they've got good arrangements with the over-the-top players, because with that, then it's new monetizing solutions for the operators.